Good evening, it's Michael Levine, Executive Director of the Mid-Coast Symphony Orchestra, welcoming you to a new episode of Backstage with the MSO. We are about halfway through rehearsals for our season finale concert, Ethereal Weaves of Air, on May 17th and 18th. There is some fantastic, intricate, and complex music in this concert, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy in performance as much as I'm enjoying in rehearsal. So we've got some musicians here tonight talking about their love of classical music and why they play with the MSO. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Jamie Ard, and I play the English horn in Mid-Coast Symphony. And I love classical music because it is profound and expresses the deepest human emotions in the most beautiful and lyrical way.
Hi, my name is Ashwini. I play viola. It's been a while, but I'm back. And my favorite thing about classical music is that it reminds me of my childhood. I spent a lot of time listening to the local radio station, W. Bach, and obviously they play classical music. And on Saturday mornings, they always had kids' classical hour. And it really inspired me, and it brought music close to my heart. So I played the viola growing up, and then I had the opportunity to play here. And it really brings back the warmth of music in my childhood as an adult.
Hi, I'm Ben Bridges. I play cello with the orchestra, and the reason I love classical music is because it's part of the musical universe. And the thing that's great about the classical music is it's already written, and we have to bring it to life, sort of like an actor that wants to deliver a great part, you know. And so it's always interesting to be literally in the composer's thought process and see the way each of them thought. So, but it's a joy, so I enjoy doing it.
Well, I love classical music because I think it encompasses the entire range of human expression and the human condition. Love and hate and triumph and joy and sadness and betrayal and death and birth, and there pretty much isn't anything that isn't expressed in some form of classical music.
Hi, I'm Ted Lois, played the bassoon, contrabassoon, Mid-Coast for the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years. I grew up in a household which had a lot of classical music. My mother was aficionado. My uncle was Henry Steinway, and I went to the Steinway box at Carnegie Hall many times. My mother had piano lessons, and I think I started on piano lessons at in first grade, so I like all kinds of music, but classical, I can get really emotional listening to the Sevilla Symphony and Tchaikovsky Ballet. And I love playing the orchestral parts and bassoon parts.
I'm Cynthia Harkleroad. I play horn in the Mid-Coast Symphony, and I play a few other places off and on. What I really like about classical music is it's a team activity. When you're in something like the symphony with the 80-plus people coordinating with each other, that's one set of really important feelings for how you all have to interact in order to hear the right parts of the music coming out and when you're supposed to be supporting. But also it's fun to do chamber music with just a small group where you're all looking at each other and coordinating with each other with no conductor. It's all fun.
Hi, I'm Paul Greenstone. I play bass with the Mid-Coast Symphony Orchestra, and I love classical music. I love classical music because it's got a glorious sound when it sounds good. It's interesting, it's exciting, it's calming, it's long and engaging, it's short and quick and really interesting in short bites. When it's played well, and when it's composed well, it moves my soul.
Hi, my name's Frank Gross. I play bassoon in the Mid-Coast Symphony, and I don't know why I like classical music. My father used to be a crooner, so I listened to Frank Sinatra and all these people. But I don't know, it's in my genes. I just grew up with it. Again, one of the first things I can remember on television, this was 54, was Leonard Bernstein's Young People's Concert, and I was fascinated with it. So I'm sure that had an effect. Otherwise than that, I don't know. I just love it.
So tell me why you like classical music.
It fills my soul.